Kylian Mbappe. Real Madrid bid £137 million for Paris Saint-Germain forward by Simon Stone. BBC Sport last updated on 3 hours ago. From the section European football, Real Madrid have made a €160 £137 million bid to sign Paris Saint-Germain forward Kylian Mbappe. The French World Cup winner, 22, joined PSG in 2017 in a transfer worth £165.7 million and his contract expires in June 2022. PSG sporting director Leonardo said the club would not hold Mbappe back, but considered Real Madrid's bid to be not sufficient. "We consider the offer as being very far from what Kylian is worth today," he told French radio station RMC Sport. Mbappe has scored 133 goals in 174 games for PSG and won 3 Ligue 1 titles and 3 French Cups. "If a player wants to leave, it must be under our terms. This applies not just to Kylian but to all players," Leonardo said. "If he wants to go, we are not going to hold him back, but it is on our terms." Real, who lost €300 in revenue because of COVID-19, have only signed defender David Alaba on a free transfer from Bayern Munich this summer. However, this summer Sergio Ramos left on a free to PSG, while another high earner, Raphael Varane, was sold to Manchester United for £34 million and Martin Odegaard left for Arsenal for around £30 million. Real evidently feel sufficiently confident about their finances to make an approach for one of the most highly rated players in the world. Leonardo said that PSG had made 2 big offers to keep Mbappe at the club and had seen the Frenchman as the center of the project at the club. "Kylian feels like leaving. This seems clear to me. Our goal is to extend and keep him," Leonardo added. "With him, we talked a lot. He always told us the same things. He always promised he wouldn't leave the club free. Real's bid is less than we paid for him. But it's the way Real Madrid does it that we don't like. It is not known how the fee would be structured." PSG signed Argentina forward Lionel Messi earlier this month after he left Barcelona. If Real are successful, it could trigger a number of deals before the transfer deadline at 2300 British Summer Time on Tuesday, the 31st of August. It is known Cristiano Ronaldo's future at Juventus is uncertain and PSG are thought to be interested in the Portuguese, which raises the intriguing possibility of a link-up with Messi, his rival for the world's best player for well over a decade. Manchester City are among the clubs to have been offered Ronaldo but are not thought to be interested in a deal. Last week both Ronaldo and Juventus boss Massimiliano Allegri denied the forward wanted to leave. Can Real afford it? Last summer's transfer window was the first time Real went without a signing since 1980. Los Blancos have not spent heavily on new signings since summer 2019 when they spent more than £300 million on players headed by Eden Hazard's arrival from Chelsea. In addition to this summer's high-profile departures, last year they sold Sergio Reguilon to Tottenham for £27 million and Achraf Hakimi to Inter Milan for £36 million. In their accounts for 2020-21 published in July, Real said, "Current forecasts suggest that recovery to the pre-pandemic situation will not be immediate. Therefore, the club will continue with the cost containment efforts it has made so far." They are also currently refurbishing their Bernabeu stadium with a €575 million loan. In January 2021, their gross debt stood at a reported €901 million. The deal is puzzling people. French football journalist Robin Berner on BBC Radio 5 Live, "How this deal works, is puzzling people in France at the moment, both in terms of how PSG can reject such a huge bid for a player who is out of contract in less than 12 months, and how a club like Real Madrid, who are so deeply mired in debt, can afford to spend so much money. We don't know how the deal is structured. There has been no indication, certainly from a French perspective, of how Real are proposing to pay this €160 million, whether it is 80 meters upfront and 80 meters in bonuses, that is not clear. I certainly don't think anyone is expecting them to pay 160 meters upfront and of course pay Mbappe's wages on top of that. That is more than €500,000 a week. To PSG, prestige is more important than money to their owners, from Qatar obviously. Mbappe is one of their most prestigious assets. He's a guy they really don't want to lose, and it is a battle PSG are not used to losing. They've typically been able to buy anybody they want, and, obviously, Mbappe is resisting. It is a bit of an alien situation to them in the 10 years they've been in charge. My understanding was PSG had no interest in signing Cristiano Ronaldo. They were intent on keeping Mbappe, although their stance on him does seem to have softened a bit in the last couple of days, at least behind the scenes if not publicly. They are looking at other alternatives. Everton's Richarlison has been mentioned as one. It just seems impossible that they would sign Ronaldo as well as keep Mbappe, purely because of the wages he commands, but PSG are a club for whom it doesn't seem to matter at times. If they received 160 meters for Mbappe, then it might be possible for them to go and sign Ronaldo for a couple of years.